over 60. Eat these 3 cheeses to rebuild muscle, fight sarcopenia. In today's video, you'll discover 3 everyday cheeses that can help rebuild muscle naturally. Every piece of information we share today comes directly from trusted scientific research. If you'd like to explore those sources yourself, we've included every reference in the description below for your convenience. Before we begin, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. It really helps a lot. Thank you so much for your support. Each day, we share practical, science-backed advice to help older adults stay strong, steady, and independent through simple changes in food, movement, and daily habits. Now let's begin with the first cheese, Swiss cheese. To understand why this cheese matters so much after 60, we need to look inside the way our bodies work, especially as they change with age. As we grow older, our stomach produces less acid. This might not sound serious, but stomach acid is essential for absorbing vitamin B12, a nutrient that keeps our nervous system strong, supports red blood cell formation, and even helps regulate mood and energy. Without enough B12, many people begin to experience fatigue, leg weakness, tingling in the hands and feet, or a general feeling of fogginess. What makes Swiss cheese special is that it contains B12, a form that's naturally bound to protein, and that structure makes it more easily absorbed by the aging digestive system, far more effectively than B12 from heavily processed foods or even many supplements. Another key nutrient in Swiss cheese is zinc. Zinc works like a repairman in the body, helping damaged muscle tissue rebuild and recover after daily use. Even simple activities like walking, gardening, or climbing stairs place stress on aging muscles, and zinc helps keep those tissues strong and functional. Zinc also supports immune function, which becomes especially important in older adults who may face longer recovery times from illness. Beyond vitamins and minerals, Swiss cheese delivers high-quality protein. One slice contains around 8 grams of slow-digesting protein, which your body uses gradually over several hours. This steady release is critical for older adults who often struggle to maintain muscle mass due to a natural process called anabolic resistance, where the body becomes less efficient at turning protein into muscle. That's why consistent, high-quality protein sources like Swiss cheese can make a real difference. A 2023 study by Necula and colleagues examined the mineral profile of Swiss cheese produced in the Gara-Dornella region of Romania. The researchers found that Swiss cheese, made in traditional copper boilers, had up to 6 times more copper than cheese processed in stainless steel. Copper is a trace element involved in energy metabolism and connective tissue strength, both essential for maintaining muscle tone and preventing fatigue. The study also found seasonal differences in mineral content, with calcium and magnesium levels higher in winter-produced cheese. These minerals are central to muscle contraction and balance, as well as supporting quality sleep, something many older adults struggle with. In addition, according to the book Nutrition for Sport and Exercise by Marie Dunford and J. Andrew Doyle, Swiss cheese is one of the most effective natural sources of vitamin B12 among dairy products, and its bioavailability makes it particularly useful for athletes and older adults aiming to preserve neuromuscular function. Swiss cheese also stands out for what it doesn't have. Compared to many aged cheeses like cheddar or Roquefort, Swiss cheese tends to have a lower sodium content, making it a safer option for those managing blood pressure. It's also naturally low in lactose. Most of it is broken down during the aging process, so it's usually well tolerated even by people who have trouble digesting milk. Now, how should you use it? For most adults over 60, 1 slice per day is a safe, practical starting point. You can add it to a whole grain sandwich at breakfast or lunch, where the protein and fat help keep blood sugar stable. If you have a light dinner or tend to wake up weak in the morning, adding Swiss cheese to an evening omelet or pairing it with sliced apples and walnuts before bed provides a slow, nourishing release of protein and micronutrients that support overnight muscle repair. It also works beautifully in warm dishes, melted into steamed vegetables or added to a small baked potato, helping round out meals without upsetting digestion. Swiss cheese is not just a comfort food. For older adults, it's a science-backed, gut-friendly, muscle-supporting ally that fits naturally into everyday life. If Swiss cheese gives you strength during the day, then cottage cheese is what helps you recover at night. To understand how, we need to start with its protein. Cottage cheese is packed with casein, a slow-digesting protein that gradually releases amino acids into your bloodstream for up to 7 hours. This matters deeply as we age. After 60, our bodies struggle to rebuild muscle as efficiently due to a process called anabolic resistance. Casein counters that by feeding the muscles slowly, giving your body time to absorb and use every bit of protein. And unlike whey or plant protein, casein from cottage cheese is naturally preserved in its original structure. It hasn't been heat processed or chemically altered, so your digestive system handles it more gently, according to Sood et al. In 2021, this makes cottage cheese one of the richest natural sources of intact casein, offering steady support for muscle maintenance, bone health, and satiety. Even more importantly, cottage cheese is rich in leucine, a unique amino acid known as the spark plug of muscle growth. Without enough leucine, your body may not receive the signal it needs to repair and grow muscle, even if you're eating plenty of protein. That's why pairing slow casein with leucine creates a double benefit: long-lasting fuel and an activation switch. But cottage cheese isn't just for muscles. It's a gift to your immune system, too. A 2023 study by Jurikbasov, Kakimov, and colleagues explored an enriched cottage cheese made with collagen extracted from poultry skin and bone, blended with antioxidant plant extracts like sea buckthorn and rosehip. These additions didn't just enhance the texture, they added immune-boosting power. The final product contained high levels of vitamin A, C, and E, omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, and helped boost T-cell and lymphocyte counts in animal studies, both critical to immune defense. Digestion also improves with the right cottage cheese. Many versions today are enhanced with probiotics, especially Propionibacterium strains, which survive in the gut and support a healthy microbiome. What's truly remarkable is that these bacteria naturally help produce vitamin B12 inside your body. That's a game changer for people over 60 who often struggle with B12 deficiency due to lower stomach acid. In a 2020 study, Lebedeva et al. Showed that probiotic-rich cottage cheese maintained stability for up to 72 hours in cold storage and delivered over 10 to the power of 6 CFU per gram, more than 1 million live cultures per spoonful. And while that may sound technical, the effect is simple: better digestion, improved nutrient absorption, and fewer stomach issues. Cottage cheese is also a quiet ally for your bones and sleep. It's high in calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus, 3 minerals that support strong bones, steady heartbeat, and calm muscle relaxation at night. Unlike some calcium supplements that can upset digestion or cause constipation, these minerals in cottage cheese come in natural balance, absorbed more steadily, and tolerated better in older adults. And here's something that surprises many: cottage cheese may actually help with weight control. Because of its protein and probiotic profile, it helps you feel full longer and stabilize blood sugar, especially when paired with fiber-rich foods like berries or oats. That means fewer cravings, better energy, and less late-night snacking. So how should you eat it? For most people, over 60, start with half a cup per serving. In the morning, pair it with blueberries and a teaspoon of ground flaxseed for a breakfast that fuels your brain, gut, and muscles. At lunch, you can enjoy it savory style, with olive oil, black pepper, and cherry tomatoes, but its best use may be in the evening, about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Have a small bowl with a handful of walnuts or pumpkin seeds. That slow protein release will help repair muscle overnight and reduce next-day fatigue. And if you're looking for gut benefits, check the label for live cultures or probiotic to ensure you're getting the right strain. And finally, Parmesan is your powerhouse, concentrated, sharp, and ready to fuel your body with precision. Parmesan works because it is aged, and aging changes everything. Over 12 to 24 months of fermentation, the proteins in Parmesan break down into smaller chains called peptides and free-form amino acids. These include leucine, which signals muscle building, lysine, which supports calcium transport, and glutamate, which does something most people don't realize: it talks to your brain. Glutamate is the compound behind Parmesan's rich umami flavor, but it's more than taste. When digested, glutamate binds to specific receptors in your gut and brain, sending signals to increase stomach acid, enhance enzyme release, and make your body absorb nutrients better. For older adults who often struggle with slow digestion and reduced acid production, this makes Parmesan not just tasty, but therapeutically helpful. Sneha Josephine Xavier and Pavithra Venkatesh in 2024 found that Parmesan contains the highest natural glutamate levels among common foods, up to 1,680 mg per 100 grams. While synthetic MSG can overwhelm the nervous system in sensitive individuals, glutamate from Parmesan is absorbed gradually and used biologically, not neurologically. That means more protein is digested, more nutrients are absorbed, and less bloating or discomfort follows. It enhances without overstimulating. Meanwhile, the protein content in Parmesan is remarkable, up to 35 grams per 100 grams, nearly twice the amount found in soft cheeses, and because it's already partially digested by fermentation, it's easier for the aging gut to process. Michael Haight, Tunick 2014 highlighted this in his book The Science of Cheese, emphasizing that Parmesan delivers not just volume of protein, but accessibility. Your body can actually use what it takes in. Minerals are another strength. Parmesan is rich in calcium and phosphorus, crucial for bones and nerve signaling, but it's also high in zinc, which supports immune health and wound healing, two things that often decline quietly after 60. And since Parmesan has virtually no lactose, it's well tolerated by those with sensitivities, often better than milk or yogurt. So how should you eat it? Because Parmesan is so concentrated, a little goes a long way. For people over 60, 1 to 2 tablespoons a day is ideal. Grate it over soups or steamed greens to help absorb fat-soluble vitamins. Stir it into oatmeal with ground flaxseed for a savory breakfast twist, or pair it with fruit and nuts as an afternoon snack. And always use the real, aged version, not pre-grated blends with additives. Thank you for spending this time with us today. Your health journey matters, and every step you take, no matter how small, can lead to real, lasting strength. Aging isn't about giving up muscle or energy. It's about fueling your body wisely, with care and understanding. We hope today's video gave you not just information, but encouragement. If you found this helpful, please consider liking this video, subscribing to our channel, and sharing it with a friend who might need it too. Until next time, take good care of yourself, stay strong, and keep choosing health, one bite, one day at a time.